You've probably heard the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But what if I told you that some fruits, yes, even the healthy ones, could quietly raise your risk of a stroke overnight? Fruits are nature's gift, packed with color, vitamins, and antioxidants. Yet not all of them are as harmless as they appear. As we age, the way our bodies handle natural sugars, fiber, and plant compounds changes. What supported good health in your 30s might actually create issues in your 60s. In this video, we're taking a closer look at 10 surprising fruits that could subtly increase your stroke risk after 50 DAV. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Using real science, medical insights, and practical advice, we'll go through which fruits deserve caution and how to make smarter choices for your heart, brain, and circulation. If you care about your well-being or that of someone close to you, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos focused on longevity, vitality, and smart senior living. Now let's talk about something few people consider, the hidden risks within healthy foods. How can fruit, something so natural, become harmful? The key lies in the details: sugar load, glycemic response, inflammation potential, potassium balance, and how these factors interact with health conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or heart disease. Dr. Walter Willett, professor of epidemiology and nutrition at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, explains that while fruits are essential, the air's type, ripeness, and serving size can determine whether they protect or strain the body, especially in older adults with slower metabolism or medication sensitivities. The CAS American Heart Association reports nearly 800,000 strokes annually in the USS, and over 3/4 occur in people above 65. These aren't just statistics, they're reminders that small, daily choices matter. Many of these strokes can be prevented through improved diet awareness, starting with understanding which fruits to limit. So, let's begin with the first one: grapes. Though they seem refreshing and full of antioxidants, certain sweet red and green varieties carry hidden risks for older adults, particularly due to their sugar concentration and how quickly they affect blood glucose levels. Grapes contain a high amount of fructose, a natural sugar that can cause quick spikes in blood glucose, even though they seem mild on the glycemic index. A 2012 study in the Journal of Atherosclerosis found that a diet rich in fructose can lead to increased arterial stiffness, one of the main contributors to stroke risk in older adults. Over time, this stiffness adds pressure to artery walls, making them more prone to damage and clot formation. If you take medications for high blood pressure or blood thinners, such as warfarin, grapes could raise your risk further. They're high in vitamin K, which can interfere with how blood thinners work, making dosages unpredictable. Tippies: instead of eating a handful, limit yourself to 5 or 6 grapes and pair them with nuts or cheese to slow sugar absorption. Next, let's look at bananas, one of the world's most common fruits. Bananas are known for their potassium, which is great for the heart, but only in moderation. For older adults taking AC inhibitors, diuretics, or potassium-sparing medications, too much potassium can be dangerous. According to Dr. Hauer, a clinical associate professor at Stanford, excess potassium can cause irregular heart rhythms or even cardiac events. A single banana has about 422 mg of potassium, and when combined with certain medications, it can overload the system. Tippies: eat only half a banana at a time and check your potassium levels with your doctor. Avoid mixing bananas with other potassium-rich foods like avocados or oranges in one meal. Now let's talk about mangoes, sweet, tropical, and loaded with nutrients like vitamins A and C. But one medium mango contains over 45 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda. For those managing prediabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes, that much sugar can thicken the blood and trigger inflammation, both linked to a higher risk of stroke. Research published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology in 2015 found that high blood sugar promotes blood clot formation, a leading cause of ischemic strokes. The risk rises even more when mangoes are consumed as juice, smoothies, or dried fruit, where the sugar becomes concentrated. Combine mango with fiber-rich vegetables like spinach or cucumber to help slow sugar absorption. Next up, dried fruits. These often seem healthy, but removing the water from fruit also removes the fiber that helps slow sugar absorption. 1 cup of raisins can contain over 100 grams of sugar, roughly 25 teaspoons. It's easy to eat too many, causing spikes that damage blood vessels over time. Neurologist Dr. David Perlmutter refers to this as silent vascular aging. Some dried fruits are also coated with sulfur dioxide, which may trigger blood pressure swings or allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Plus, many packaged varieties include extra sugar. Choose fresh fruit whenever possible. If you enjoy dried fruit, limit yourself to 1 or 2 tablespoons and pair it with a source of protein to balance the sugar. These first 4 examples are just the beginning. The next 6 might surprise you, including a few you've probably always thought were among the healthiest choices. But before we move forward, ask yourself one thing. Do you actually know your current stroke risk? If not, now's the perfect time to find out. Talk to your doctor. Get your blood pressure checked. Look at your sugar intake. It matters. If you found this helpful so far, give this video a thumbs up so we can reach more seniors who need this kind of information. And don't forget to subscribe. Our mission is to keep you informed, empowered, and well. Fruit number 5, pineapple. Pineapple, sweet, tropical, and rich in bromelain. Sounds healthy, right? And in many ways it is, but it's also high in acid and natural sugars. And if you eat it on an empty stomach or in large amounts, it can cause rapid insulin response and digestive inflammation. For seniors who already deal with acid reflux ulcers or are on blood pressure medications, this combination may trigger inflammation in the arteries or cause blood pressure instability. A 2016 meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlighted how inflammatory foods, including those high in fructose, can alter endothelial function. That's the thin lining of your blood vessels and raise stroke risk. Plus, many people pair pineapple with ham in holiday dishes or snacks, which is a high-sodium meat. That sodium-sugar-acid combination is a perfect storm for vascular stress. Tip: keep pineapple portions small, about half a cup, and always eat it with a source of fiber or protein, like cottage cheese or mixed greens. Fruit number 6, canned fruits and syrup. Let's talk about something that often hides in plain sight. Canned fruits and syrup, whether it's peaches, pears, or pineapples, if they're sitting in heavy or even light syrup, they're soaking in added sugars and preservatives that can wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system. Dr. Lustig, a pediatric endocrinologist and researcher at UCSF, has long cautioned about the hidden dangers of added sugars. He explains that fructose, particularly in syrup form, is processed by the liver and can lead to insulin resistance, a condition that harms blood vessels and increases the risk of diabetes and stroke, especially ischemic strokes caused by clots. For those who prefer canned fruits, it's best to choose options labeled packed in water or 100% juice and rinse them before eating to remove extra sugars. Next, Hass watermelon, a fruit many consider completely harmless. While it's refreshing and hydrating, watermelon can pose risks for some older adults, particularly those with kidney problems or on certain medications. Though mostly water, it's also high in natural sugar and potassium. A large slice can have around 500 mg of potassium, which can cause electrolyte imbalances or quick blood sugar rises if eaten in excess. A 2020 study in the journal Nutrients showed that consuming large portions of high water content fruits at once may sharply raise insulin in people with insulin resistance, even when the glycemic load appears low. This can cause sudden spikes in both blood sugar and pressure, 2 common stroke triggers. A tip: stick to small portions. A cup of chopped watermelon with mint and a few almonds makes a balanced, safer choice. Now let's look at das orange juice. Whole oranges are excellent. They're rich in fiber, vitamin C, and bioflavonoids, but when turned into juice, the fiber is stripped away, leaving a concentrated sugar source. One 8-ounce glass contains roughly 21 grams of sugar with almost no fiber to slow absorption. A 2019 study in Circulation followed over 13,000 adults and found that regularly consuming sugary beverages, even 100% fruit juices, was linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular death. For seniors, such sugar spikes can rapidly raise blood pressure, placing stress on brain arteries, a key stroke risk factor. As tourists, choose whole fruit over juice, or dilute juice with water and limit it to half a glass. Eating citrus with the pith, the white layer beneath the peel, adds protective plant compounds. Finally, often seen as a healthy choice, can actually deliver excessive sugar in disguise. Most commercial smoothies mix several high sugar fruits in large quantities, with little fiber to balance them. A single serving can include banana, mango, pineapple, and apple juice, totaling around 60 grams of sugar, more than a soda. Without fiber, this sugar enters the bloodstream quickly, raising insulin and blood pressure levels. Cardiologist Dr. Elizabeth Cotis, founder of Step 1 Foods, notes that what seems like a healthy daily habit can have the opposite effect on heart and brain health. These drinks are often metabolic bombs in disguise. Make your own smoothies at home. Use half fruit, half vegetables, and always add chia seeds. Fruit number 9, acai bowls. Host. Last but not least, the trendy acai bowl. Acai itself is a low-sugar superfruit high in antioxidants. But the way we eat it, that's the problem. Most acai bowls are topped with granola, honey, banana slices, coconut, dried fruits that quickly pushes the sugar count to 50 to 70 g per bowl, depending on the size. And while antioxidants are helpful, they don't cancel out the damage of blood sugar overload. As Dr. Mark Heyman, author of Food, What the Heck Should I Eat?, says, The dose makes the poison. Even healthy foods can hurt you when portioned incorrectly. Tip: if you love acai, keep your bowl small. Use unsweetened acai puree. Top it with nuts, seeds, and just one fruit, not 5. Remember, balance over buzzwords. What you can do now: the 10 fruits that could quietly increase your stroke risk, especially if you're over 50, have high blood pressure, take medications, or are managing diabetes. But here's the good news. None of these fruits are inherently evil. It's all about context, quantity, and balance. You don't have to fear fruit. You just have to be informed. Eat whole fruits in moderation. Steer clear of concentrated sugars whenever possible. Combine fruits with a source of protein, fiber, or healthy fats to balance their effects. Most importantly, pay attention to your body. It's always sending subtle signals. As wellness author Louise Hay once said, "I am in the process of positive change. I am open to the healing power of nourishment and self-care." Take this as your reminder to make mindful choices, one fruit at a time. If this video helped you look at fruit differently, tap the like button and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful wellness videos every week. And let us know in the comments which fruit surprised you most. Also, turn on notifications so you never miss an update.